Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa barakatuh.
Is it considered severing kinship ties in Islam if he does not enjoy talking to his sister because they have different interests? Her jokes and topics do not interest him. He does not like her lifestyle and the way she behaves, and he does not enjoy to her about his household work and his lifestyle. So
Is she his mahram?
With her without disrespecting or showing hatred towards her. And,
is she his mahram?
She's my mahram.
Okay, if a woman is your mahram, like a sister or an aunt, if you don't speak to her and you sever the ties of kinship, you're sinful. Nowhere in Islam it says, oh, you have to connect your ties of kinship to the people that you enjoy what they say and have fun with their discussions. This is illogical. You tie the ties of kinship and not sever it by contacting them, by visiting them every now and then, by sending them messages, and keep the bare minimum of contact. Regardless if you like the subjects they open or not, if you like the way they speak or not. Because I guarantee you, so many of your kinship don't like the way you speak, don't like the way you act. So why is it that you force upon them to be likable to yourself? No, you have to do what pleases Allah, regardless of what you like and what you dislike.
That if Shias who believe in 12 Imams, are they Muslims?
First of all, we do not judge people by their affiliation. So those who believe in the 12 Imams among the Ithna Ashariya or the Imamiyya, and they're usually known as al-Rafidah. Some call them al-Ja'fariyya, and this is when referring to the fiqh. We don't paint them with the same brush until we listen to what takes them out of the fold of Islam. Someone just saying that I am from this cult or sect, not necessarily he is a kafir. Most likely he is, if he knows their beliefs. So if they who believe in the 12 Imams believe that they are better than the prophets and lower than the messengers, as one of their Ayatullah said in his book, Al-Khilafatul Islamiyya, he said that our Imams are on a higher level than the prophets and below the messengers. If they slander Mother Aisha, whom Allah has exonerated her and purified her and stated clearly in the Qur'an that she is not sinful or she did not commit any sin or adulterous acts. And they say, no, she is. If they curse Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and the vast majority of companions, we have no doubt that these are disbelievers. We don't even say Assalamu alaikum to them. We don't eat the meat they slaughter. We cannot marry from their women folk because they're not Muslims at all. If they're laymen, they say nothing about Aisha or Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and the likes. They don't insult the Qur'an and say, no, there is a missing surah stating that Ali is the Khalifa, as these Rafidah do. If they don't say this, then we don't say that they're kafir, and I hope this makes sense.